I now am, and I got out of the military in July of 2014, and I stand here before you today as a guy. I'm 45 years old. I've got a wife. This year will be our 12th year of marriage. I've got two boys, 10 and 11 years old. And this year, I just quit working, and I am a full-time self-employed guy at the age of 45 now. And the one thing that made that possible for me is my mindset. And I did not get there on my own. It took me realizing that I had to surround myself with people who had what I wanted and had achieved what I wanted to achieve. So one of the things I learned that shifted my mindset was that you are the average of the 5 people that you associate with the most. So that made me realize that as hard as it was, I needed to change who those 5 people were that I was associating with on a daily basis. And hand in hand with that, I began to realize that didn't mean people who I physically was around, that I could associate with those people via audiobooks, via podcasts, stuff like that. People like Laurie, Robert Kiyosaki, people who had accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish. Because look, when I got out of the military, I was in a very bad place. Okay, I was in my early 40s. I was planning on doing 20, maybe 30 years in the military, and now here I was getting kicked out earlier than I had wanted to. I had a wife and kids to support, and now I was at a point where basically the military was saying, we can't use you anymore, and so now you're done, but yet the VA's telling me, hey, you're disabled. And now I'm sitting there going, well, I'm in my 40s. Now these guys are telling me I'm disabled and no good. Who's going to use me? And my mindset was, I'm no good to the military. Nobody's going to use me anymore. I'm no good to my family. I'm worth more dead than alive. And that is where my mindset was. So I was spiraling down, and it took a friend coming to me and saying, dude, you're worth more than that, and there's a way out. And slowly I started getting lifted out of that mindset. But that's what I wanted to speak to all of you about. It doesn't matter what business you're in. It doesn't matter what goals you have. You have to shift your mindset. You have to start believing that you can do more. You can perform more. You have to set your mind on some goals. You have to set your mind to the fact that you can achieve more. It doesn't matter what you've achieved up to this point. Figure out what your why is. Figure what is it that's going to make you get out of bed every morning. What is it that's burning deep down inside of you? And it's going to be different for everybody in this room. I can't tell you what that why is. For me, it's my 2 boys. I want them to see that you can work hard for whatever it is that you want, and you can achieve greatness, and you can get yourself in a situation where you don't have to be under somebody else's thumb for the rest of your life. Because I know that all they're going to learn in school is get your diploma, go to college, get a degree, get a good job, work for somebody else for the rest of your life until the day that you physically can't work anymore, and then struggle and fight and hope you can get by until the day that you die. That's what they're going to be taught. And I don't want them to learn that that's the only way to live. I want to show them through example that you can do better than that. I want to show them that through hard work, goal setting, and determination, that you don't have to work for somebody else, that you can determine your outcome, and you can be in charge of your own destiny, regardless of what that is. That's what I want to show them. So I just want to impart that on everybody here. your mindset can get you wherever you want to go. So set those goals, set your determination on where you're going to go, and just get there, whatever that is. That is what I tell my team in my business that I currently operate all the time. They all have different goals. I work with single parents. I've got people who have been on the job forever. I've got a guy on my team who is already retired on a fixed income, and all he wants is to be able to have extra money in his pocket. I mean, it doesn't matter what your goal is. Just set your sights on the goal and get yourself there. Shift your mindset. It's never too late to shift your mindset and do something different. It's all about your mindset. And look, if you know people who are struggling and they need to shift their mindset, be that change for them. Help them make that transition, especially if it's somebody who's a veteran and they've gone through this. Sometimes we keep silent and we hold that stuff inside. Be that person that reaches out to them. Somebody reached out to me and it made a complete difference in my life. So that's what I want to impart on anybody. Laurie, don't let me go over my 10 minutes. I'll go over my 10 minutes. I'll just stay up here and keep talking.
I'm watching you.
You make sure.
1.5.
So that's what I want to impart on everybody. Mindset is super, super important. I could stand up here and I could talk about leadership. I could talk about goal setting. I could talk about all that stuff, but none of that stuff is going to work out for you unless you got the right mindset. Because I used to watch the news all the time. I used to listen to it on my radio. I subscribed to Sirius Satellite just so that I could keep the news flowing to me even when I was in my car. And the thing is that that's a constant feed of negativity all the time, and I never realized it. So I shifted that around and started feeding myself. And here's the thing. This is the one thing I want to point out to everybody. Watch on your Facebook. You can go on your Facebook and you can post about, hey, I got this brand new job and I'm so excited about this job. And you get 300 comments saying, oh, that's so great, I'm so excited for you. But you go on there and you post about, hey, I started my own business, and it's crickets. How odd is that, right? Because I went through that. That's exactly what I did. I told my family, hey, I started my own business and I got crickets. I was like, how are y'all not excited? But I can post on there about I got a job working for somebody else and everybody's excited for me. How are you excited that I'm working for somebody else, but you're not excited that I started my own business? So it's mindset. So just understand that when you go out there and you start your own path and you go your own way, the people that you would think are supporting you the most or should support you the most, don't expect that they will. Don't let that deter you. You stay the course. Understand that failure is a part of success. You're going to fall down, you're going to fail. You've got to get back up and dust yourself off and keep going. That is one of the things that the military always taught me. We're going to fail along our way of accomplishing the mission. Get back up and keep going. So that is why I am standing here 2 years on this journey, a 6-figure income earner and able to be free. So you guys can do it. So thank you very much, Laurie. I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity, and I hope that this has helped somebody.